Okay. So let's market it and promote it to make sure that we have a very big conversion. And of course, my topic today, I want to dive into structure. I want to dive into structure. I want to dive into working with a team, supporting the team, developing the team, and then to see how do we help people to build director size businesses that qualify them every single month. Now, the conversion is also part of team building. When distributors attend conversions, they see the bigger picture. So if you're thinking of building a great business, then we need to make sure that our team members, our distributors, always attend such kind of events because they are part of that. They are part of the system of building business, of building a team. Most of us, we are still in this business because we have attended these kind of conversions and we have seen the bigger picture. That is why most of us are still around. So if your distributors are also going to be around for a very long time, they need to be part of this kind of what? This kind of setting. And of course, these conversions, it's also like a get together. We get together, we eat together, we celebrate together, we have fun together, we dance together. So let's all market and promote this conversion like we've never marketed before. Let's sell to our distributors. Let's make sure that we help them and work with them so that they can step up to senior manager, they can step up to manager, they can step up to executive manager, so that when they come at the convention, they get recognized, but also most importantly, they participate in getting certificates, they participate in also getting gifts. It would be very, very good for these distributors. So the convention is around the corner. If I am not mistaken, we now have exactly maybe like 32 days to the convention. Kampala, at Kampala, all distributors are paying us, all distributors are paying 60,000, directors are paying 300,000, and while team members are paying 1 million shillings. Why do we make these contributions? We make these contributions because this is not a company, this is not a New Life event. This is a Team Lion Kings event, whereby we all come together and work together as a team, bring finances together to make something big, to make something that all our distributors are going to enjoy. So let's be part of all these preparations. And of course, early paying. Okay, sorry, someone tried calling me. Let's pay up. Abel, I'm in a meeting. I'm going to call you back, eh? Sorry, someone tried calling me here.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so let's say how best we can pay early, so that because when we pay early, then it helps us it helps the organizing committee to make sure that we have something better in terms of gift and in terms of planning for the food. Kindly advise your people to pay up early. Okay. So let's get into building the business, building the structure, drawing the circles. Because this is where the actual money is. Team building. That's where the money is. The difference between a distributor, a manager, a senior manager, an executive manager, a director, a world team, a prince team, and a ruby director and the diamond director. The difference is actually on the size of the team. The difference is on the development. When do we make money? Why does New Life pay us? When does New Life pay us? New Life pays us when we have built a team of people using the products. The bigger the network of people using the products, the bigger the pay. The more I build a customer team, just like Dennis is doing. Dennis is last month did 4,700 points. This month, as I speak, I think he has like 1,500 points for this new month of this new month of November. We are not yet even into 1 week, but he already has about 1,500 points. Why does he have 1,100 points, 1,500 points as of today? It is simply because he has a very big customer team. A big customer team means a lot of profit. It means a big commission at the end of the month that is coming from your personal what? From your personal sales. So as we are building, we need to also have it at the back of our mind that you are building a customer team and you are building a team of distributors. A customer team gives you daily income. It gives you a daily cash flow. It also helps you make profits, which profits you can use to run the business. A distributor team is what gives you the commissions at the end of the month, and it is what keeps on growing and growing and growing until eventually you are able to start living a life of your dreams. Because with big commissions, I mean, I was shocked when I had, when Husna was sharing, and she says in the past 6 months, she has earned up to 160 million shillings, which in Ugandan shillings, that's about 250 million shillings. That is an average of 30 million shillings. That does not come from personal sales. That comes from the fact that she has been able to build a big team. Now, building a customer team, there are very many skills that you need to acquire. There are quite a number of things that you must do for you to be able to do what? To build a great customer team. Quite a number of things that you must do. Things like being very good at relationship building. Things like being very good at, connecting with people, presenting, following up, asking for referrals, good customer care, having a heart for people, loving people, treating people very well so that they can, and making sure that these products work for people so that they can be able to get what they've been able to pay for. Quite a number of things that are actually involved in building a great customer team. Having a very good and efficient customer communication system. Quite a number of things that are involved in building a customer team. And by the way, interestingly, I mean, we have a very own example, Dennis, who is doing over 4,700 points. That would simply mean that actually, alone, you can actually become a what? You can actually become a director by building from personal points, by building a very huge customer what? Customer team. I want to remember properly, around, I think, 2013, You know, this whole thing of saying, I am not becoming a director because of my team. I am not becoming a world team member because of my team. I am not becoming a Ruby director because of my team. When you point at your team with one finger, the other three fingers are actually pointing at you. What does that mean? It simply means that you are not growing, you are not stepping up, not because of the team, but because of you, because of me. I am not stepping up to the president's team, not because of my team. I am not yet stepping up to the president's team because of me. Because there are quite a number of things that I must do for me to be able to build a great business, to build a great team, to build great leaders, develop solid leaders, then I can step up to where I want to be. Now, to build a director-sized business or to build a world team-sized business, to build a Ruby-sized business, it starts by bringing in people. It starts by bringing in people, by sponsoring. I mean, I was showing you a structure of 6 people, which is something that I greatly advise. Every single person that joined this business and became director in 6 to 12 months, they have had a structure of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strong, serious people that they helped to become managers and senior managers. Of course, we all know that not everybody you're going to bring into the business is going to be serious. No. For you to have a structure of 6 serious, hardworking people that are going to take you to director, that after taking you to director, within a short time, they will even take you to world team. You need to have sponsored quite a number of people. You need to have sponsored quite a number of people. That's why usually if you join the business and you want to become a director very fast, you need to bring in a lot of people very fast. I like it. Eric Worre always makes it very, very clear that you need to bring in as 20 people as fast as possible. If you're on this call and you sponsored 1, 2, 3, 5 people personally, and then you're expecting to become a director, I want to give you bad news that is not going to be possible. If you really, really, really want to become a director as soon as possible, the earlier you bring in the 20 people, the better. The earlier you bring in the 20 people, the better. There is not any single person that I've seen that became a director that in their first like 3, 4, 5 months, they brought in less than 10 people. No, because if I'm to remember very well, me, I became a director in 6 months. But in my first month, I brought 6 people. The second month, I brought in 4. Those are now 10. The third month, I brought in 2. Those are now 12. The fourth month, I brought in other 4. Those were 16. Then I brought in 1. And in my 6th month, when I was becoming a director, I brought in 2. Those are 20 what? 20 people. Whoever has become a director, Evelyn Murema is here. She will tell you that I have sponsored many people personally. Dennis is here. He will tell you I have sponsored many people personally. Mujisha Joseph is here. He will testify that he has brought in many people personally. There is no anyone on this call who is a director who only sponsored 1, 2, 3 people and they became director. It's not there. You want to become a director? The faster you bring in 10 people and above, to be precise, 20 people, the better. Because out of those 20 people that you're going to bring in, that is why you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 people, 8 people who are very serious that want to take on this business to the next step. There are very many people who join this business and they've just joined to only use the products. Those ones, we don't count them as distributors. We count them as registered customers. I have thousands and thousands of registered customers, people who are registered, but they're only using the products. But now, to get business builders, you need to sponsor many people. When you sponsor many people, the chances of getting business builders are very high. That is why even New Life itself, it's attaching a lot of value to 3 in 30s. 3 in 30s. That is bringing in 3 people with 100 personal points every single month. So the first part of building a structure, building a director-sized team, building a solid business that will take it to world team and president's team, we need to bring in people. Do a lot of research, interact with people like Dennis who are bringing in 6, 5, 6, 7 people every single month. Do everything that there is to do to make it a point that you learn the skill of bringing in people into the business. Now, when you bring people into the business, the struggle is now on developing them. The struggle is now on growing them. How do we grow them? The New Life system is designed in a very, very interesting way. Very interesting way. That I can only grow my business when I grow my people. If my people don't grow, then I don't grow. That is very, very interesting. Bringing people just into the business does not get you to grow. You only grow. How do you become a senior manager? You become a senior manager by doing a 3 in 30. You brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And out of these 6 people, you've helped 1, 2, 3 of them to become managers. When these 3 people become managers, you automatically become a senior manager. How do you become an executive manager? You have been doing a 3 in 30. You've been bringing 3 people every single month. And in your 3rd month, you have 9 people. And out of these 9 people, you have 1, 2, 3 people who are senior managers and managers. You do 2,000 points. You become a what? An executive manager. How do you become a director? You've been doing a 3 in 30. And now you have so far brought in like 15 people. Out of the 15 people, you have identified 6 very serious, committed people who want to take this business to the next level. And out of these 6 people, 2 of them are executive managers, others are senior managers, others are managers. That is how you raise points to become a director. Numbers. Numbers and growing and developing people. The more we bring in people and develop them, the more we are going to grow. I will give you an example. How am I going to get to the president's team? I need to develop a 3 Ruby director. I need to develop a 2 Ruby director. I need to develop a 1 Ruby director. I need to develop as 1, 2, 3 Sapphire directors. Then I will comfortably become a president's team member and earn commissions of 20, 30 million shillings a month. Just as simple as that. So you are thinking of growing a business that is going to pay you good money? Think about team development. Think about growing people you bring in. Think about it critically. So let's go into how do we develop them. Let's say I have brought in Ochan Lev. I have brought Lev into the business. Levi has told me, Justus, I want to grow my business. I want to make money. I want to grow and also earn money like you. I want to grow. How am I going to help Levi to grow? Remember that if Levi comes into the business and he just stays as a distributor, that is not going to help Levi. It is not going to help me. Because if I'm going to grow, I need to see how do I get Levi to grow. So bringing Levi into the business and not support him and not help him to grow, you are killing your business, you are killing your name, you are killing the company name, you're also killing Levi's dreams. And when you bring Levi into the business, Levi is not just going to be there like, now that I've brought Levi into the business, Chiwede, I have finished. Let me wait for him to grow. No, he's not going to grow. There are some things that you must do to help Mr. Levi to grow into the business. Number one, you're going to make sure that you have a very good relationship, very good professional relationship with Levi. You need to be friends with Levi. In one of John C. Maxwell's books, he says that for someone to give you a hand to walk the journey with them, you need to touch their heart. Meaning that you need to win Levi into your friend first. Let Levi become your friend so that you're not strangers. You are friends. You have a good working relationship. You know, that is number one. Building a relationship with Levi. Number two, get Levi to understand the importance of using the products. In short, make sure that Levi uses the products. That's why it's very important that when you bring Levi into the business and you open his kit to do a kit launch, open those 3NNs, open the LDC, let Levi swallow, let Levi wash hands with the LDC. Tell them these products are not for sale. These products are for your personal use. Let Levi start by using the water products. So in short, every single time we bring people into the business, number one, let them use the products. Now, you brought Levi into the business. You're working on having a good working relationship. You're winning them as friends. Then make sure that Levi is using the what? The products. Number two, that is most urgent to help Levi to grow into the business. Very urgent. Help Levi make some money through profit. I hope people are taking notes. help Levy make money. The most excited and most motivated distributor on your team is the one that is making money. It doesn't matter how much knowledge I have, but if I am not making money, I am demotivated. In fact, the best way to retain Levy into the business so that even Levy never thinks of leaving the business is when he's making money. No one is going to quit the business. No one is going to leave the business as long as they are making what? They are making money. Very many negative people are going to meet Levy and tell, oh, you've also joined those things. I joined those things and I failed. You're also going to fail. But remember, Levy just got 200,000 profits in his pocket. He has not yet even touched it. And someone tells him that that business does not work. When Levy just made 200,000 profit, and yesterday he made 100,000, and tomorrow there's someone who has said, bring me 10 jerry cans of soup. Okay. Sorry, my phone just my things just ran away just like that. Okay. I am back here. Okay. So the thing is the best way to one of the best things to do for when a distributor joins, we've so far talked about building a relationship with the distributor that you want to grow or develop, because remember that our business only grows when we grow the people that we have introduced into the business. So we've talked about having a good relationship. We've talked about having making sure that the person we brought into the business is using the product. And then we've mentioned that the person we brought into the business, we need to quickly help them make money. And then number 3, we need to help them get a downline. We need to help them get a downline. When you listen to the CD of keep the main thing, this guy says that a sponsor is not a sponsor until he has helped the person he sponsored to sponsor someone who sponsors someone who sponsors someone. In fact, usually we say that when you're building your structure, you have 6 around you, and then you go 8 levels deep. So I bring in Levy, I help him to use the product, I help him to find customers so that he makes profit. Then I help him through working with his name list, practically not assuming that Levy is going to talk with his people, not assuming that Levy is going to bring in people, not assuming that Levy is going to invite. I need to sit down with Levy. We build the name list. We call the people together to make appointments. I help him to get rid of that fear. The first 3 in 30 that Levy has to do, it is entirely my involvement as his sponsor through working with his name list. You know, when he is making profit and now he's done a 3 in 30 and you've helped him to do a 3 in 30 the next month, trust me, he is going to see growth. He is going to see that he is headed somewhere. He is going to see the hope. In short, the other thing that we all need to urgently do as sponsors. When I sponsor Levy into the business and Levy has made his intentions clear that he wants to grow in the business, he wants to make money, I need to sit down with Levy and practically be involved in his life of building the business. I need to make sure that in the first 1 to 3 months, Levy has actually become a manager, a senior manager, going executive manager. Not by simply bringing him and assuming that he is going to grow. I need to help him practically meet his guests and speak to his guests and close his guests. Ask for the money, ask for the referrals when he is watching me. You know, we always have this 4 duplication process. I do, you watch. Second phase, I do, you help. Third phase, you do, I help. And in the fourth phase is you do, I watch, and we talk after. So every new distributor who wants to grow in this business needs to be taken through that 4 duplication phase. I do, you watch. I do, you help. You do, I help. You do, I watch, and we talk. Now, the I do, you watch, that it also depends. There are some people who are fast learners that you might need to do it with them. You might need to do it with them for, let's say, maybe 3 to 6 months until they become director. But then there are those who are slow, that you might need to do it with them, not until it's like how many months? Maybe 5, 6 months, 1 year, even 2 years. Can you all hear me? Evelyn, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay. I was seeing Dennis calling me. I was wondering, I thought he was not hearing me. Okay. So we need to take our distributors into that phase. We get them sponsored into the business. We build the relationship. We help them to develop their goals and dreams. They write them down. And this whole thing of telling people to go and do whenever people join, we assume since they've joined and they want money, we assume that when we tell them to go and build a name list, we think they are going to do it. They don't do it. We have to follow up. We have to supervise. You know, new distributors are like kids. They are like babies. There is no any kid you tell, go and wash the dishes and you find they've done. No, you have to follow them up and see, have they actually done it? Do it with them. So we need to get involved in helping them to do a name list, helping them to write down their goals, helping them to write down their dreams, helping them to set goals and targets, helping them to come up with a dream chart. Kwegamba, there are quite a number of things that we must do with them. Not until they become director. That is when you assume that now they can do things on their own. But as long as they're still managers, they are manager, executive, and what? Now, like for example, we have events in Western Uganda. We have Saturday, we are in Bushen, then in Mbara, then Kasese. Then on the 19th, we are going to be at Imperial Real Hotel. What do you do if you want Levy to have guests at Lakeview in Mbarara? Sit down with Levy. Let him bring out his name list. Bring out your name list as a sponsor. Call your people, invite your people. Let Levy also call and invite his people. This business of assuming that because I have told him to bring guests, he is going to bring. He is going to call 1, 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, and other 5 people will say, ha, I'm not available. Ha, okay, I am going to come. And then he will come and appear at Lakeview and ask him, have you invited? He will say, of course, I did invite. And it is true he invited. But are they going to come? Of course not. So if we are going to get people to grow and become managers, senior managers, executive managers, and directors, we need to be practically involved in their activities. We invite with them. Well, I want to, it's not to go back into the past, but I want to get back to those days. The highest number of people that my team has ever sponsored in one single month were 258 people in one single month. But if I can make a flashback on how did we used to sponsor 100, 200 people every single month, whenever there was a presentation, you would find a circle of like 10 distributors. All of us, we have our referral forms, we have our name lists, and we are sending messages. We are sending messages, we are making phone calls. So eventually, even those who don't know how, don't have the confidence of making the phone call, those who don't know how to invite, they are all caught up in that whole mix because they are seeing practically how do we make these phone calls? How do we invite people? What words do we say? What words don't we say? So if we are going to grow these people, because most of us as leaders, as we are here, directors, managers, senior managers, and all that, all of us as we are here, I am quite sure that we all have the experience of sponsoring. How do our distributors get the experience of sponsoring? It is by us being practically involved in their activities. If there is a message that I want you to take as we come to the end of this call, is that number one, no one of us here is going to grow unless they have brought people and they have supported their people and they have helped their people to grow. How do I stay qualified as a director? I need to have managers, senior managers, and directors. Managers, senior managers, and executive managers who are working, who are qualified. How do I get them to qualify? It is by practically working and supporting them. You speak to their guests, you close to their guests, you invite with them, you follow up with them. That is what it takes. So number one, we are not going to grow unless we have supported our people to grow. Number two, we need to get practically involved in the activities that generate business, in the activities that grow business, in the activities that increase on our customer bases, the activities that increase on the sponsoring of the team. When, as leaders, we need to be practically involved in these distributors' what? Activities. We work with them. We need to be good captains. We need to be good captains. You know, a football captain is on the pitch. He is on the pitch playing and working with a team. They get the challenges together. They do this together. They get this together. He keeps on, do this. Let's do this. No, fall back, do this, attack. You know, That is what a captain does, a good captain. He's practically on the pitch. Whereas the coach is doing all the thinking, the strategizing, the planning, the what, everything. So if I am going to grow a great business, I need to be a good captain. I need to be a good coach. I need to think. I need to strategize. I need to plan. I need set strategies. I need to do everything. Then I need to be a captain. I need to get onto that pitch and play with the team. Get involved in the activities. Invite with them. Like for these events we're going to have this weekend in Western Uganda, I expect you, Dennis, Joseph, to be seated with 10 distributors, and you are making phone calls. You are sending messages so that we can fill up, hit the streets, and give out those invitation cards to people. Hit the streets with distributors. Practically show them how do we approach people? How do we give out these invitation cards to people to come? So this whole thing of thinking that people are going to copy and see what we do and do it, we need to get on the ground and become captains. If it is to get dirty, a captain will be on the pitch and he will get dirty because he has to be working practically with the team to get the results that the team deserves to have. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2 messages. We need to bring in people. 2, we need to practically get involved in the daily activities of these distributors, practically do everything with them, then we will help them to grow. If we don't do that, they are not going to grow. We are not going to grow. We are all going to stagnate. And then lastly, let's keep our distributors in training. I see our call has only 10 people. If each one of us had 10 distributors on this call, we would be 100 people. Training, training, training. We need to get our distributors to attend every bit of training. No one is going to grow unless they are consistently attending trainings. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope this has been helpful. Let us do our best to see how we can be able to grow great businesses. Thank you so much.